What's going on, YouTube? We hope everybody's doing well. It's your boy 66 Moto back here with another video. So in today's video, I'm trying to do something a little bit different. With the weather changing in Canada and it's going to be cold, I'm not going to be able to get on the bike and do any on-bike related content. So I figured I'd try something new. I'm thinking what I want to do is look at new bikes for the 2024 season. Kind of look at their specs and go over them and look at the changes that they have, and then starting off maybe making a new series on this, and talk about beginner bikes and whatnot, and what, in my opinion, what I think would be good beginners bikes. So yeah, so this will be the first video of that series. So in today's video, I think I want to look at the 2024 Yamaha MT-09 SP. Looks like it's got some really good upgrades on it this year. I had a 2018 MT-09, and I also had a 2021 MT-09 SP. So the 18 was the second gen, the 21 would have been the third gen. So yeah, the upgrade between the 2018 and the 2021 was a significant change. It was absolutely amazing. I love that bike. And they've added a few extra goodies on it that I've seen on their website so far. So I think that it's definitely good to talk about, worth talking about. And yeah, so let's just jump over to the computer screen here, and we'll take a look at the new bike. Okay, let's open up this window here and take a quick look. Yeah, so here's the 2024 MT-09 SP, and just by looking at the picture here, it looks like they've done a lot of changes to the bodywork a little bit. The tank seems to have a little bit of a different shape in here. One of the main things I can definitely tell is that they have a new headlight here. And also looking at the other things is we got some nice beautiful red writing on the caliper here. So they put a pair of Brembos on it, so that's pretty exciting. Hopefully they have a Brembo master cylinder up top as well. I think the old one did, so I'm sure that they're going to have that. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe we'll just jump down here a little bit and look at some of the highlights on it. Obviously it's still got the same engine as the previous year, so the third gen. So it's the 889cc CP3 engine. That engine is just so good. It's got to be one of my favorite engines on the planet, I swear. The torque that it has, it's smooth. The sound that it makes when you put exhaust on, it's got such a unique noise, right? There's not a lot of bikes that sound similar. I mean, if you get a Triumph, it's kind of a similar sound, but there's just something about the Yamaha engine that I don't know, I just love it. It sounds so good. And it's obviously part of the reason why I went back to it 2 times, because I like the power that it creates. It's very linear, and makes a nice amount of torque. It's a wheelie monster, so yeah, the bike's a lot of fun. So yeah, the engine is the same as the 2023 model, 22 and 21, I believe. It was a little bit lower cc, and they jumped up to 889cc a few years ago. And obviously it's Euro 5 compliant, so that'll be fun for tuning. Fully adjustable suspension. It looks like it's still using the same KYB forks that were used in the MT-09 SP. And the Öhlins monoshock on the rear, it also looks like it's the same one as the previous SP. From the 2018 to the 2021 SP that I had, like, the difference in suspension was amazing. The 18 didn't always feel like it was, it didn't feel stable going around bends. And when they changed the bike a little bit, from my understanding, they changed the rake of the suspension in the front, and they also changed the suspension, especially in the rear, and it made the bike feel way more confident in the bends. It was amazing, right? So they did a really good job of that, and then you have the full adjustability, and you can get that suspension tuned in for yourself if you're a track rider, or if you want to get it tuned in for the street. You probably want to keep it a little softer for the street or whatever, but at least you have that full ability to be able to tune the suspension up to your liking and to your weight. Oh, that's pretty neat. It looks like they've added a new smart key system. I had a smart key, like a wireless key fob. Most automobiles have it now, newer vehicles anyway. And then my BMW that I used to have, it also had it. It's really nice just to be able to keep your your key in your pocket and just get onto your bike and start your bike. So that's a really awesome feature. You definitely don't want to make sure your pocket's closed and don't want to lose that while you're out riding around, because that would really suck. So yeah, those are, looks like some of the key features. Do we got one more here? No, I just jumped back. Yeah, so obviously you're gonna get the R1 inspired color and premium finish. I love the R1 colors, the blue rims, and then the swing arm here, the polished swing arm. That looks really good. That kind of matches the color of the tank. And the gold, it looks nice in there, and having that yellow over there for the Öhlins definitely looks good as well. So yeah, so as I said, it's got R1 inspired colors and premium finish, 4 customizable track Yamaha ride control modes. So I guess they're having different levels of traction control and stuff that are based on based for the track. There's a new 5-inch full color TFT display. I guess it has like a track oriented display like interface in one of the settings, I'm guessing. I think the other one was a 5-inch as well. It seems like they've added a few more features into it. We already talked about the front forks, the rear forks, the smart key system. So it's got a new redesigned front headlight that we've already noticed. So yeah, I think the new headlight looks really good. It's starting to look a little better, I think. The headlight is definitely subjective to most people. I've always liked them. I liked when they had that kind of more of an alien look. I've always liked the the MT10 headlight as well, because I currently have a 2022 Yamaha MT10, and I like how it looks. So, and then some people are like, no, I don't like it. But I mean, if you're choosing a bike off the headlight, wait till you ride it. You're not going to care about the headlight as long as it makes the road light up in front of you, right? And it's looking like they've also changed the handlebar and foot peg positions for a more engaged riding experience, adjustable in 2 positions. So I'm guessing that you can probably move up and down the forks, or not the forks, the foot pegs. And I'm guessing that they would have lowered the handlebars as well here. So yeah, it's a wheelie machine. So any little bit that you can lean over a little bit more would definitely help, and it'll make it more easier to control in the bends and also on the track, right? So that's sitting up riding position. I enjoy it. I love it. It's my favorite riding position. But when you want to get in and really get at it, it's nice being able to lean over a little bit more, right? So they must have lowered it down. I don't know if they lowered or raised it. I'm sure we'll find out going in the future, and some other YouTuber will probably know more details than I do. I'd love to actually see the bike in person, but unfortunately I don't have the ability to see it right now. Yeah, so like some features and benefits, I guess. As we said, it's got the new TFT display, smartphone connectivity and navigation. That's pretty cool. New generation design and styling. So yeah, it's definitely got a little bit of a change in the shape of the tank, and definitely a different change in the headlight as well. 6-axis IMU with full suite of lean sensitivity rider aids. Now including back slip regulator, BSR. The previous model had a 6-axis IM unit, from my understanding. It had a lean sensitive traction control, slide control, lift control. So it seems like all those are still in there, but they've added this new BSR, so that I'm not really too sure what that does. It's got 3 different riding modes: sport, street, and rain. Gone are the days of when they put in A, B, and C. Which was really confusing. So it's nice to see that there's different riding modes here. And then the quick shifter, it's enhanced your sport riding experience by enabling fast shifts on an upshift for outstanding acceleration, and the downshift function allows for smoother shiftings, maintaining chassis stability even when cornering. So the quick shifter on the old bike seemed really good too. So maybe they've done a little bit of an upgrade here. Which is nice. It's always nice to see different upgrades. So yeah, I mean, there's not too much, more to really talk about it. You can always go to Yamaha's website. I'm on yamaha.ca because I live in Canada, but I'm sure the information is the same everywhere else. Yeah, so I'm really excited to see this bike in person when it finally gets on the showroom floor, or at the dealerships that are local to me, or there's a motorcycle convention that happens twice a year in Toronto near me. So I tend to go to that every year, and we'll definitely be able to see it there. Definitely excited for this one. I don't always get excited about bikes when they come out, because a lot of times there's not a lot of changes, but this one definitely has some things on it that are really nice. The key thing there, and especially for track riding, I think, is the Brembo brakes that they've put on it. the brakes on the older bikes, they definitely seemed, a little mushy, and the bike seemed to have more power than what the brakes could stop it. Like they did their job, they functioned as they were supposed to. But I always wish that they just had a little bit more grab at the beginning. And I've rode in bikes with Brembos on it, and everyone seems to have a really nice initial bite. And that's kind of what I'm looking for in braking, especially when riding on the track. You don't want that mushy feeling on the track. You want your braking to be precise and stuff like that. So I'm thinking that maybe that'll eliminate that kind of mushy feeling in the thing, in the brake system. If they've put Brembos on the bike, I really hope that they put steel braided brake lines on the front end as well. Not so much maybe in the back, but definitely in the front. It helps when your oil heats up and the lines, and the lines heat up and they don't expand and contract as much, right? So steel braided brake lines are definitely a must. It's a good upgrade to do on the brakes. You'll definitely feel a change instantly. And obviously pads and stuff and all that in conjunction, right? So yeah, it seems like they've done a really good job with this bike this year. It's nice to be able to take a look at it. It doesn't seem like they've made too many more upgrades to any of the other bikes. It seems like the regular SP model is basically the same, and so I haven't looked into it yet, but just from glancing at the screen, it looks very similar. So yeah, there could be some key features that have changed on it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for looking at this bike online. So do I think that the MT09 is going to make a good beginner bike? In my personal opinion, people are out there really good riders. They're born naturally to ride motorcycles, and some definitely aren't. As a first bike, I don't think this is a good option just because the amount of torque that it has. You make a mistake on a lower CC bike, it's a little more forgiving. You make a mistake on this and you're going to find out, more along the lines of the more you F around, the more you find out, right? It's a fun bike, and with the different modes, you could always change the level of power and grow into it. The MT07 might be a better starting bike for someone. But I'm a firm believer that if you've never ridden a motorcycle before, buy yourself a used 400 and start on that and work your way up. I think that, jumping to the next CC is always the best idea. So the M209 definitely wasn't my first bike. And I'm glad I didn't start on it because I think I probably would have got hurt on it. So yeah, I don't think that it's going to be a very good option for a first bike. I definitely wouldn't recommend it, but to each their own, right? And as I said, if you have a lot of experience maybe riding dirt bikes or stuff like that, you know how to control a motorcycle and whatnot and the power, and it's like, then it might be a good option, especially if you're older too. I think age comes into this, and you're a little bit more reserved when you're older, right? And a little more level-headed. It's a hooligan machine. That's the reason why people buy MT09s, is because that's definitely what they're for. To go around and do wheelies wherever you want to, because it definitely can. It was good looking at the bike. And all right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's just a little different concept or video format that I wanted to try doing. This will be the first video of the series, and we'll just keep taking a look at all the new bikes they have for 2024. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys like my content, it would be really great if you could like and subscribe. Really helps me out, inspires me to make more videos for you guys. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a good one, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.